We should be live now. Hello everybody. This is Nick Gibson, and welcome to Extra Credit Plays, and we are continuing with our journey into Spider-Man. Spider-Man. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm ready to relive Nick's past sins.
Oh dear God, why? So obviously we unfortunately have Jared with us, but fear not, my faithful compatriots. Sorry, I was just marveling at how smooth that was. But we also have shipper extraordinaire Nyx. How you doing,
Howdy.
girl?
Pretty good.
Yep. All right, let me just kind of tweak the settings a little bit, and then we also have Lug. So can we confirm the stream is going good?
Yes, it is, and the sound is on from what I can hear.
Okay.
That's not Lug. I'm Lug.
Yeah.
Imposter.
All right.
They are among us.
Sus.
Yes. So this is the Nick's sins I hear about.
Oh, hush, you little thing. But how's everyone doing tonight? How is
Doing very well. Doing very well. I've been watching all the cutscenes for God of War today. I really enjoy that.
Nice.
I'm feeling a lot more productive. I'm noticing I'm doing a better job at making a habit out of doing game engine work. I even stumbled upon a game that feels very similar to what I'm going for in a lot of ways, just out of the blue. So I just really got to give a shout out to Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom by Panic Arcade.
All right.
I haven't had a blast like that in so long, and like now I see a benchmark of what I can accomplish.
All right. So we have our first comment. So could someone read the comment, please?
Davey Impaler says, Twitter, Jameson be like, I want new pictures of Spider-Man in my bio. That's good.
All right. So we are continuing off of the same file we left off in October. So this is technically episode 9 of the Spider-Man playthrough. And for those who don't remember, the best part about this is we get to choose the suit. So what suit are we gonna wear this session? What are you
Talking about? You already picked the best one. It's downhill from here.
I mean, Lug, you're not wrong, but I like to switch things up. So we could go Raimi, we could go Amazing, we could go Night Monkey. I'm kind of feeling a little dark. What do you guys say?
Night
cool
Monkey?
with that.
That sounds vaguely racist for some reason.
Feels weird. Feels weird to call him Raimi and Amazing, not Raimi and Webb.
Oh, whatever. What the frick ever.
Completely changed how it works.
All right, you spider punk.
Mid-sentence.
All right, you spider punk.
I like that they have his Fantastic Four suit in the choices too. It's just like
Yeah,
a nice little nod
Future
to a
Foundation.
moment.
All right, we're doing Ben Reilly. We're going Ben Reilly.
Oh, man. So
All
you're
right.
telling
Not
me
bad.
begun the Clone War has?
There I go. I see her face.
And now I'm a believer.
I feel
All
bad
right.
for Ben Reilly. He gets a bad time in the
I
comics.
mean, he's a villain right now.
Really?
Oh, they
He
just keep
is?
doing my boy dirty.
He is. Oh, and by the way, Jared, if you're gonna say it right. Begun this clone saga has. Oh, fluff off, you mother ducker. Who gave him a soundboard?
It wasn't
Discord.
me.
Nyx did.
What?
What, Nyx?
Yeah,
Why?
because remember, actually, technically it was Nyx, because remember, she's the one that told me there was a soundboard on Discord.
What?
Oh,
Don't throw me
my
under the
God.
bus.
So, give me a second.
Technical difficulties.
Yep, the game crashed. Let me reboot it, and we shall be good. That was a stupid, but I shall have this up shortly. Okay.
Johnny says he can't wait for the MCU Clone Saga.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's gonna be a trip.
Let's not say we did. How about that? You know?
I can't wait for the MCU Sins Past movie. That I can't wait for.
Just no, please, no. Like, come on, man.
Directed by James Gunn.
No.
I had to.
Oh, hey.
We're gonna get Clone Saga and One More Day merged into the same film.
Yes!
It'll be just like Spider-Man Lotus.
Oh, did you hear that he's doing a sequel film called Spider?
Oh, of course he is.
What?
Wait,
Why no?
Yeah.
is that the Spider-Man horror movie? That's him?
I think so.
I thought he already made a Spider-Man horror movie. It's called Spider-Man Lotus.
And it's a horror movie because it's so horrible.
But you know, we can make it even scarier. Spider-Man Lois.
But
Oh,
Spider-Man
that's
Lois. Lois makes everything scarier.
Also, hey, Black Reaper Kai, it's been so long since I saw you, Black Reaper. Wow, I swear it's been like, what, 4 hours? Oh, okay, so fun fact. I was doing a con today, and guess who came to visit me?
Spider-Man?
I could really use your help.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Black Reaper Kai.
Okay, got a name? Last
Oh, you should have hinted at that.
His name's Carlos.
Well, I did. I said it's been 4 hours since I saw him.
Here, let me text you what I found.
No, you didn't.
What's your name?
This is such a bizarre costume looking at it up close. Like he's got this military-grade Kevlar or something, and then there's just a hoodie over it.
And then a hoodie with the sleeves cut off.
You can tell it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes,
Also,
very 90s.
Can you catch up on the
No,
comics?
you can tell it's a like late 10s, early 20s reimagining of a 90s costume. Because they didn't do that militaristic Kevlar thing that much back then.
Johnny
It was
asked,
much more spandex.
Johnny asked, would Spider-Man work as a horror genre? Fun fact, in the Spider-Verse, there is a comic that, like, there's a world in the Spider-Verse where after he got bitten by the spider, Peter became a serial killer.
Oh boy.
Well, then you also got that whole arc in, like, Spider-Man the Animated Series where he's turning into a spider monster.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what they do in the Spider-Verse comic as well. The guy ends up turning into spiders, and then when he bites you, spiders come out of the wound as well.
Oh, great thing.
Also, can you read Daisy and Pele's last comment?
He said, MCU Heroes Are Born, Captain America's chest will bring all your boys in the yard. And then Dave says, yes, Kraven's Last Hunt is a great Spider-Man horror story, one of the best Spider-Man stories. It's crazy as hell, but it is great.
Yeah. Also, Nyx, you owe me a Coke.
Why? I'm pretty sure I started saying it first.
Yeah.
No.
Nyx said it first. She started it first.
I'm not giving up my Coke!
You're not getting my Coke either. It's my Coke.
By the way, YouTube, we're talking about Coke the drink.
Yes.
Coca-Cola, the one with the polar bears.
I feel like I have to say that.
All right, so I'm trying to find the guy, like the where the picture would be. Okay.
Actually, kind of funny. Funny thing. Coca-Cola is the reason Santa wears red and white.
That is true. Actually.
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party.
That's a fact I can't share with my nieces because, well, duh. But I had to tell someone. All these useless facts just sitting in me.
Yeah. But the thing is, you yourself are not useless, so.
Yeah.
Fire's spreading. I better end this fast.
That one guy's just getting kicked repeatedly. Ow! What did he do?
He existed.
Whatever a spider can.
Yes, exactly. I love the whole, can he swing from a web? Well, yeah, because
Did
you
he
just
just
told us he
poop
could do
out
whatever
spider
spider can.
webs?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like poop out spider webs.
Well, it is...
He just threw it on. He just threw the guy on the floor, spun his leg around, and then.
Well, wasn't there a corridor video called Anatomically Correct Spider-Man?
No.
Yes, there was.
No.
And the webs came out of his ass.
I mean, I think everyone's been making that joke since the inception of Spider-Man,
Yeah, pretty much.
right?
I should put in some Peter Parker time.
I mean, I wasn't there, but
Alright, so let's get... Oh, Johnny Ortiz has a comment.
He says, I also remember either Garth Ennis or Mark Millar created a Spider-Man villain that was a body-snatching spider monster. That sounds like Mark Millar for you.
I learned something in each of these scenes.
Alright, so I gotta find the kitty. Oh, that's easy.
There it is. I think some big-time lawyer lives here.
And ironic how it was also a big billboard with Black Cat.
Targets.
Alright, Jared.
so subtle.
One smart cat.
Here's your opportunity to make fun of me. Also, David has a comment.
He says, how's everyone been? Just got back from walking, jogging while playing Pokemon Go, caught a Groudon in a raid, and didn't get bitten by a pit bull today. An improvement. Yes, Dave, that is an improvement.
That's a huge improvement. You should be proud. Not of the no pitbull bite, that should just be a given.
Yeah.
On anything, but the Groudon, nice.
I don't have evidence for a warrant.
I caught a perfect Absol once from a... I know, actually, I caught a shiny Absol once from a raid, and I didn't know that was, like, really rare, so I was like, oh, a shiny Absol, and I was the only one who got it.
Nice.
Ooh, shiny.
I used to play Pokemon Go. I don't play it as much now. It's hard because I have a physical disability and like I live kind of on the outskirts of my town, so the only there's only like 2, maybe 3 landmarks registered on the app around me in walking distance.
Yeah.
Well, my walking distance.
I used to play a lot, but then COVID happened and I kind of lost interest, so I was like, nah, I'm good.
I'm very disappointed because there's a graveyard up by my house, not too far away. And
Oh my
You would
god.
think.
That's so perfect for you.
you would think there'd be ghost Pokemon registered to that area, but no. Missed opportunity.
You know what else is a missed opportunity is Nyx to tell us she read Avengers 200. I was trying to figure out a way to fit that in.
It's not gonna happen unless I'm getting the pay. I know what my worth is, and it's about $200.
I mean, hey, I honestly, I don't blame the lady.
How does nobody see the bright red dude zipping around in front of them?
I know.
They're
Because-
blind, alright?
Wait, Daredevil's here?
Yeah.
Alright,
He
I don't
wouldn't really
think
be able
Lee
to
gives
see.
them very good health
Yeah,
care.
I don't think he'd be able to see this either.
That's true.
But it's not like it's Batman and he's like a black and it's at night. It's like, no, it's Spider-Man. Bright red in the early morning time.
Yeah, they're very unaware. Spider-Man's very lucky.
Now everybody's red.
alright, waiting for...
Spider-Man just gets really lucky with his foes. They have no spatial awareness.
Yeah...
He relies on the... Yeah.
Oh, shit. So... Alright, I think we are back live.
I'll reload the stream on my side.
Yep. So if you can hear me, sorry about that. My computer literally blue screened, and I am loading the game back now. I really do apologize for that. Okay.
On YouTube, by the way, Nick, all I see is a black screen so far.
Yep, I haven't loaded it up yet, so.
Okay. Don't worry, the old man is having a senior citizen computer incident. It's all good.
Okay, I should be returning now. Alright, let me just get the stream back going. Alright, let me know if when you see something.
I see something.
I
see the PlayStation Studios logo.
So we are back in business?
On YouTube, yes, we are back in business. You just have to reshare it to us on Discord, and we're good to go.
Alright, let me do that. Let me do that.
Green,
Alright.
and skies of blue.
No.
Never getting my musical solo moment.
Yeah.
You are not, Nyx. You are not. I do not grant you. Alright, that's it's not gonna work. Oh crap.
Thank you! Thank you!
Alright, so there's that for you guys. Let me just get the chat going.
Oh, Black Reaper Kai says he sees Thing.
I see thing. I see thing.
Alright. So
Dang it, wrong Marvel IP.
Where's the Baxter building in this?
I was gonna make that joke actually.
okay.
Didn't do it.
I gotta reboot again because it's like, if I swear. Thank you for being so.
Technology.
Gotta love it. Gotta frickin' love technology. You know.
It is the greatest.
It is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, luckily, okay.
Really, Jared? No old comment from you. It's character development. Or missed opportunity.
Yeah, you gotta love it. All right. I believe we are back.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Dave.
Dave says, I see things, people!
You see things.
I see people things.
Well, I had to start the Fisk hideout over again, but there are worse things in life.
You're seeing the word thing all around. It just kind of makes me wish I was watching John Carpenter's The Thing. The remake / prequel that they made a few years ago, absolutely terrible.
Oh,
Should have
man.
never been made.
So, Nyx, I hear you have a rant that you wish to share with us.
Oh yeah,
You literally didn't see that
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh my god, he said the thing! Okay. Dave, to crush your enemies, to see them delivered before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
Yep, that's true. I'll give you that.
I can't speak, I'll be stoned.
Oh, well, I guess it's time to fight. Are we just gonna stand around all day, or are we gonna fight?
I wouldn't mind standing around. Well, it's more like sitting around. I don't like standing for very long. It gets tiring after a while. And I'm very delicate. Not by choice, by birth.
What's the block button in this one?
There's a block button.
Spider-Man never
a block?
blocks. Are you kidding me? He takes it like a man, Nick. You should know this.
I'm
He
genuinely.
uses agility, not tankiness.
Exactly. Spider-Man in the
Like
team.
that. He's not
I-
he's not Serious Sam. He can't tank a missile to the face.
I have literally only ever played this game once in my life, and it was very briefly because my older brother bought it for his PlayStation 4.
Oh, that was old.
And yeah, and it just it back around when it first kind of came out, and I had no idea what I was doing. I tried like pressing buttons to figure, like it, the tried and true take it till you make it, and I did not make it. I got very frustrated, gave up, and I was like, nah. If I want to play Spider-Man, I'll just go play Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube. At least I actually know the button combinations in that one.
Yeah.
This is a little too advanced for me, sadly.
I mean, this game is basically just like the thing with this game is crowd management. That's the secret to this the combat.
Oh, that's probably why.
I remember hearing like apparently you can't hit more than one enemy at the same time. Like there's no AoE attacks. Is that right?
There is. Oh no! Get away! Like literally, there was one, and then like some of the
Chris of the Cape says hi.
Hey, Chris.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Dave says it.
Oh, that guy's gone.
Dave says it also felt kind of.
birds.
Dave says that it always felt kind of strange that Spider-Man pulls his punches to the point he does combos on normal thugs. He could control his punch to KO all of them in one hit and not smash in their heads. That's true.
He could. You're right, Dave. He could, but then we wouldn't have gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love that moment where Spider-Man showed the Kingpin just how much he was holding back. I think that was like part of the Civil War era or something. I remember.
Or how about like, wasn't there like a point early on with the whole like Superior Spider-Man arc when Peter and Dr. Octopus switched bodies, and then the first time Doc Ock punched someone in Spider-Man's body, he made the person explode, and he had no idea Spider-Man was holding back that much.
Peter Parker, age
He had his own "I
back.
thought you'd be stronger" moment.
You know what's hilarious is there was this great moment, speaking of Civil War, when Peter reveals his identity to the world. There's this kind of a funny thing where like J. Jonah Jameson is watching the TV in his office. Everyone's with him there. Peter reveals his identity, and the next panel is like J. Jonah Jameson has fainted because he just found out Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's got to be a mind frick, I imagine.
Yeah, he's this whole time he's been paying his employee to take selfies.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
Kill for a job like that.
It would be hilarious if Spider-Man
I
is
can't
just
believe
swinging.
I hired an influencer.
It would be hilarious. It'd be hilarious if Spider-Man is swinging. He just whips out a selfie stick.
Oh my god.
Wait, can't you do that?
I think you could.
I mean, it's Spider-Man, so he probably could.
No, I mean like, was that a feature in this?
I know you
Yeah,
can
you
take
can take photos.
Yeah, you could take a selfie. I don't know if you could whip out a selfie stick.
I don't want Spider-Man to whip it out, please.
You're gonna have a bad day.
No, I'm gonna have one more day.
At least you're not gonna bring them ruin.
Oh my god.
That's the story that Nick has to positively review for April Fool's Day.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you hate me?
Oh. You know
Hey,
what?
I have to read the issue where Nightwing has sex with someone out of pity.
Oh, it's worse
Rip.
than that. It's worse than that. He's reading the episode where Blockbuster dies.
Oh.
I love Nick's. Oh.
Oh yeah, so sad
It's a
that
very
we no
defeated
longer
though.
have that business. It
Oh
died.
my god, I just realized what you said.
Turned
I'm
into a
gonna start-
kiosk. Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
died and
start-
reincarnated as a kiosk.
That's true. I'm gonna start
There
putting
is
up
one
a counter.
blockbuster left. We have zombie blockbuster.
Oh.
I'm gonna start counting all of the hits these thugs take that should kill them.
Yuri,
Yeah.
I got a bunch
He's
of
dead.
incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped
If
up.
not, he's got a lot of brain trauma.
Great. I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Oh, I'm sure so many of like Batman's villains and Spider-Man's. By the way, how do those people not die? Because if you're upside down for an extended amount of time, you will die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it did tip off to the police immediately.
Yeah, but it was just a tip though.
But yes, and how are the police gonna get up there in time?
Yes, I wonder how they are gonna get up.
You know, it's kind of funny, Nick, that there's a lot of like pigeon poop there, and I'm imagining that line from Jurassic Park.
What?
That is a load of poop.
That is one big pile of crap.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, funny thing about Batman, did you know that Bill Finger really didn't want to bring the Joker back after his first comic appearance because he thought, and I'm not kidding, that having reoccurring villains would make Batman look incompetent.
Oh my god.
He has a point. That is so good. Oh my
It's true!
Where Bill Finger, L?
So, no, it's not an L. But so what that means is, so when people say the intention of Batman was to never kill, I could say, actually, according to Bill Finger, the real creator of Batman, no.
Well, I can't remember if the Joker died because of Batman in his first appearance, or if he kind of just did it to himself, in a way. Either way, Bruce is not on his A-game in that first appearance of the Joker. Oh my.
Well, remember also, Batman in his first appearance carried a gun and knocked someone into a vat of acid. So still, intention to
True.
kill.
To get that arming key.
But like, Robin, they're like listening about this guy who died, and Robin's like, oh, should we go investigate? And Bruce is basically like, nah, fam, we gotta wait. It isn't time yet. And so then he waits for a second to tonight, and then he's like, alright, we gotta go investigate this. And I'm like, Bruce, no! You're supposed to step in after the first one so to make sure it doesn't happen again! That's how crime fighting typically works.
Yeah.
But again, according to Batman's creator, he may not be an effective crime fighter.
He's doing his best. Well, actually, no, he's not even doing that.
No, he's too busy sleeping with his partner's daughter.
Oh,
Oh dear God, why do you have
that's
to
a
do that,
low
bro?
blow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say that whenever anyone tells me that like Bruce Timm is the definitive Batman creative, I'm like, oh really? This is how you see Batman? Nice.
I mean, Bruce Timm had his moments, but honestly,
He
I
had
see
a lot
Paul
of
Dini-
moments.
I see Paul Dini as being the true brains behind the operation. for me.
Exactly. The way I see it is Paul Dini was the one that had all the good ideas, and he was constantly trying to rein in Bruce Timm's terrible ideas.
Okay, so here's the basically the problem I have with the puzzle is I had to match the voltage, but
Well, Nick, you remember, as a senior citizen, you should be all used to doing puzzles.
Man, I both
This
love and
ain't the
hate these kind of
crossword.
puzzles.
Yeah. Here's Nick right now.
But yeah, I
Wait,
guess
hang on.
Bruce Timm probably needs additional people to filter everything correctly.
Yes.
Ah.
Right, Dave says it was an editorial mandate to make Batman more kid-friendly. That's the only reason he stopped killing. The in-universe reasons written decades later are just rationalizations for a marketing gimmick. Yes, and what's up, Retro Rev?
oh my
I
God.
blame the code.
Yeah, it was 100% because of the comics code. That's it. So I always tell people, if it was the whole point of the character, it would have been there from the very beginning of the character.
So here's the problem I have. I have to match 6 voltages, but if I do the path, I get with 6, and this I can't really. Let me just.
Were you here last time, Jared, when we were talking about Frederick Wortham?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the guy who went after comics for corrupting the youth of America, Frederick Wortham, he, after the comics code was put in place, he ended up going after baseball.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The dude couldn't stop. You know what's kind of funny? I briefly considered reviewing Seduction on the Innocent as a joke on the channel.
You should do it. I'll do it too.
Oh my god, that would be fun.
I'll find a summary of it because I don't have the patience to go through a BS book like that.
Yeah, it's stupid, but like, can you imagine being so crazy and delusional to go after baseball? Like, comics is one thing. There's like a lot of parents probably who are like, yeah.
Well, you gotta realize Frederick Wortham was the original grifter.
Yeah.
But and that's kind of funny. I can actually see the interesting thing about it is that you could say Wortham is un-American because baseball is America's pastime. So suck it.
Also, can you catch up in the comments, please?
Yeah. John A. Douglas says there's got to be an easier way to than this to access your porn stash. Okay.
Oh my god.
And then Dave says, realistically, criminals die from injuries inflicted by Batman's Spider-Man all the time. As long as they don't die immediately, it's not their problem. Like pouring oil down an apartment sink.
So what you're saying? What you're saying is, Spider-Man doesn't have to kill them, but he doesn't have to save them either.
Yeah, exactly. So you could say, see, here's the thing. What Batman and Spider-Man could always say is, hey, they were alive when I left them.
Oh my god.
Oh, Spider-Man found his TI-84 Plus, so now he can play crappy text-based games.
Oh my god.
Yes, I took enough math classes to know what that means.
Yeah.
Just say it. The rationalization I've always had, and I know a lot of other people have it too, for Batman's reason behind not killing isn't that, oh, it would make me just like them, but rather that he doesn't want to kill them because he kind of sees the good in everyone, and he wants them to be better. He has this genuine, like, if I push hard enough, maybe they can be better.
Yeah.
See, I would buy that if the Joker had not committed what amounts to genocide. So
I mean,
I'm like,
except for the Joker, he should kill the Joker all the way.
That's been my whole thing. If you don't, and it's kind of funny, if you want to know my stance on Batman killing, see Jason Todd and Under the Red Hood. Just kill the Joker. You're done.
Like, you don't even have to kill Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, you know, some people would say, oh yeah, she should die. But like,
so Nick, what you're saying is, kill the Joker, F Poison Ivy, marry Catwoman. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
For Batman, yes. But we know he's never going to marry her because she's a flaky, and I can't say the word.
Well, again, that's because of Tom King, and the
boo.
same guy that had Wonder Woman punch her mother, so,
yeah.
He did, right? I'm really surprised. So, issue 7 of his Wonder Woman run, it was supposed to be like a deep dive into her relationship with Superman because her and Superman go to a space mall to get a birthday gift for Batman. And he my co-host and I were like, this could either go really good or really horrible because it's Tom King. It went very well. I'm like, wow, you nailed it. For once, Tom King nailed it.
Alright. What did Dave the Impaler say?
He says, I'm going to make these criminals better quadriplegics.
Oh my god.
That's great. I love that one. And you know what, Dave? I'm going to give you a thing for that. I'll give you this.
Oh my god.
That is great.
I'm regretting so much right now.
It's really sad, though, because you see in a lot of different Batman stories that, like, especially the ones that focus on Two-Face, that Two-Face has come very close to being rehabilitated, but his mental illness keeps getting in the way.
Yeah, Two-Face, you could put... But the other thing I don't get is, at what point does Batman go, I'm going to upgrade the security of Arkham Asylum because clearly y'all can't handle it? Because they keep breaking out. Or, hey, Clark, can I borrow the Phantom Zone projector?
You would think.
I'm pretty sure the Joker can't escape from the Phantom Zone.
All right, we got some.
We literally have a whole movie about the Joker escaping the Phantom Zone and taking everyone else with him.
The Lego movies don't count.
Oh look, I'm riding
I
the
never watched the
bulldog.
Lego movie.
I'm riding the bulldog.
No, you're riding
The same movie that also showed why the bat signal is a really bad idea.
Yeah, by the way,
You
Nick,
essentially dox yourself every single time you use it.
that's very inhuman of you, Nick.
Gee, thanks, creepy
Oh,
stalker.
that is literally what it is, isn't it? Also, can you also got comment sketch on, by the way.
Yeah, John A. Douglas says Ursula would have kept Spider-Man's stomach full and his balls empty, but no, he had to go with the girl who treated him like crap.
Yeah.
And then John also says the Lego Batman movie Joker was awful.
So you guys ready to do a main mission?
That's
I think I think we fooled around enough.
I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I do not care for the Lego movie, the Batman Lego movie.
Oh,
I actually
come
don't like
on!
either of the Lego movies. I'm sorry, they are not my cup of tea.
Wow.
in it for you.
Well, it's okay, Nick. You're allowed to be wrong.
So Nyx, I don't think we gave you a chance to do your Kung Fu Panda 4 review.
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, there's a
Boring.
review. Thank you.
It's
Thank you, Nyx.
awful. It's boring. The villain's motivation makes no sense. Oh, I was too small. They turned me away. I couldn't do kung fu because I'm too little. Bitch! There is a praying mantis doing kung fu, and he's a master.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
got master status in the Furious Five. He is legendary, and he is a praying mantis. Literally.
Well, at least we can confirm he's not lactose intolerant because he has dairy. Legendary.
The jokes feel too forced. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but anyone who's watched the first two Kung Fu Panda movies, and even the TV show, which was actually fairly good. Not great, but it was good. You know, it was decent, it was for kids.
So
It
Nick,
was
so what
funny.
you're telling me is the movie's humor was like a James Gunn movie. I had to say
Kind
that.
of?
Alright, John's got another comment for us.
The Lego Batman movie had some great qualities and understood a lot of big strokes about Batman's character. It also understands that Batman doesn't do ships.
Just in time
Yes.
to celebrate.
I love that. I love that line. That's my favorite line.
One thing that did seem a little strange is how much it really tried to play up the whole, like, Batman loner thing. Like, the only reason anything like that seems to happen in the movies is because they keep rebooting him over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And even then, we still did have a little bit of him having sidekicks before he got rebooted again, because the Bat family has been something that's been so saturated in the comics, but in the movies he just keeps being all solo because they can't stop rebooting him. So it just felt really awkwardly implemented. Like, yes, we know Batman's not a loner. This is common knowledge to any comic book fan. So it was
The
really
Lego
weird
kid
the
makes
way
fun
they
of it.
framed it in the Lego Batman movie. Like, do they know? Are they trying to... Do they think that's how the whole Batman mythos is? Or are they saying, hey, please stop doing this in the movies? I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
And by the way, Dave says, I only watched the first Kung Fu Panda and I thought it was just okay. John A. Douglas says the pseudo-romance aspect of his relationship with Joker was gay, though.
It was. Highly.
They
But,
gave him Gura teeth.
But like, the first Kung Fu Panda I found was really good. It's actually kind of funny too because my younger brother is on the heavier side. So when he was younger, we kind of start calling him the Kung Fu Panda because he was a lot like Poe, very excitable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez.
But on the heavier side, he knows we don't really. It was never like malicious or anything, and he never minded it.
That's problematic, Nix.
Yeah, don't you know that?
Yeah, I'm on
Nyx?
the heavier side myself.
So you're saying that you have I'm trying to think of what the word is, but
I have privilege.
yes.
By the way, John A. Douglas adds, hot take, the entire Bat family is redundant. Every member of the Bat family is just a variation of Batman himself. Yeah, exactly. That's not even a hot take. That's a true take.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like the Bat family, not the whole Bat family, but just like aspects.
How about some of the more
Every
recent
character.
stuff where now they're putting Harley Quinn in it?
No,
Yeah. No.
stop.
No, this is worse than I thought.
No. Red Hood is Batman Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a goofy mask. It's okay though. I like Jason Todd.
I mean, if you have a Batman who kills, then Red Hood kind of doesn't work fundamentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It felt like, you know, like the modern MCU style of writing jokes, like, "Oh, will that just happen?" and snarking, and even the most serious modes. That was Kung Fu Panda 4, and it got so boring and tedious, and I was like, how much longer? We get to the halfway point. I'm like, okay, is it done? Are we done yet? Can I go
Just-
home?
Just punch something already.
Mm-hmm.
My nieces really enjoyed it. We took my 5-year-old niece and my 2-year-old to see the movie with my aunt and my mom, and they both really loved it. We were really concerned because the 2-year-old is, well, 2, but she really likes food, so we got her a slice of pizza and some candy, and she loved it.
Well, that's good.
Yep. Barely made a sound the whole movie. There was only one time where her sister had to go to the bathroom, so my mom took her. I had to sit with her, and she's like, "Auntie, I just want to go back to my home now." I had to resist the urge to say, "Same here, kid." But she thought it was funny, and her sister thought it was funny. But I'm definitely going to be showing them Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, and maybe 3 if I'm feeling generous. Not that I hate 3. 3 is just a weaker movie to me. Kung Fu Panda peaked with 2.
Okay, I can see that.
But
Black
also there's the first
Reaper.
special.
Black Raper Kai says Red Hood is the best. John A. Douglas says, another hot take, Batman and Harley as a couple makes more sense than Selena or Talia. I'll fight you in the streets. Yes, I'm going to fight you in the street because that's a horrible take. That is a horrible take.
Oof. That's some weapon.
I mean, I ship it.
That is some.
Batman and Harley, what?
I'm more between Bruce and Selena, though, but, like,
Me too.
in certain situations, like White Knight, I could see a reformed Harley and him kind of, like, maybe not long-term, but...
Dave the Impaler says, Harley Quinn literally murdered dozens or hundreds of children with exploding Game Boys at Christmas one time. Probably shouldn't be welcome into the hero fold. Exactly.
That is true. See, the problem with Harley, and we talked about this on Jared's show at one point, I'm pretty sure,
Yes, we did.
is not only is she oversaturated, but a lot of people tend to forget all of the horrible things she did, and if they don't forget it,
Alright, I need
then
my
they
guy
blame
in
it
the
on the
chair.
Joker.
What do you need?
Alright, I need the solution for Motor Cortex 2.
Motor Cortex 2.
Yeah, because I'm kind of stumped right now.
Let me see. Okay, so let me see this.
I can't go that way. Use the Omni Gel. Oh my god.
Ha ha. Yeah.
Crazy to think Duke Nukem was gonna have puzzles like this at one point.
What if they could show me the picture of the puzzle? So
Why would they
Let me
want to
see
put Duke puzzles in Duke Nukem?
okay,
There were gonna be
so-
puzzles similar to this in the quote-unquote 2001 version.
Ew. No, thank you.
No, I hate puzzles. Stop it.
Yeah, my
All right,
least
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were
favorite-
gonna be. They appeared to be simpler and quicker, not taking nearly this long, at least from what I've seen of
Oh, wait,
that
wait.
whole leak build.
All right, Jared, lay it on me, brother.
Okay, so Nick, you're gonna have go to the one that's labeled. Go to the one that's labeled 5 in your inventory.
Wait, what space do I need to be at?
You need to be in the right there, and then you put one of those. I'm trying to see. Put a +5 one there, going straight up. Put an elbow. Yeah, going that way, and then yes, going through the -2 first, and then the -1. -1 in that space, and then elbow going down, and then connect. Yes,
Oh,
go to that space.
Dear God, wait.
+3.
But aren't you target? Oh wait, there we go.
Oh my God, that was so.
Spike is cascading.
All
I
right,
don't know if I can fix this.
Some of these puzzles are just really stupid.
all right.
Yeah, my least favorite puzzle, the sliding block puzzle. I hate those. Why do you even exist? But I hate games that force you to do it. You can't just skip through it. Those are the worst.
All right.
That's not a joke either. I've had troubles with those kinds of puzzles since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
They invoke a deep rage in me.
What could get a little annoying was the lockpick puzzles in Splinter Cell.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems so random when they work or don't work.
Exactly.
What it felt like for me. You know that
At least on
That-
console, you do it on PC, you just have the arrow keys to worry about, and then it's fine. But on analog sticks, it's a nightmare.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, it's super easy on PC, but then a nightmare on console. It's really weird.
you know that persuasion minigame in Oblivion? Hate it.
Oh my God.
I
Alright.
still to this day don't know if I'm doing it right or not.
Read
When I
Dave's
play-
comment,
Probably not.
please.
Dave says the only Duke Nukem puzzle should be him arranging centerfolds.
Yeah.
Lug. Can you tell
Found a potential
tell
problem.
Jared about the
Everything's a
Halo
problem.
Easter egg in Duke Nukem Forever?
Fortune favors the bold.
But let's see. He's offered up some power armor before heading off into a battle, and it's Master Chief's chest plate and helmet.
Oh wow.
And what does he say?
We need some more tests. For the first time in my life,
I don't need no
I
stinking
don't
power
feel like a
armor.
failure.
I
I feel like me.
thought he was gonna say, I need a weapon.
But this could permanently damage your mind.
No, he didn't say either of those.
Yeah.
Right.
I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You did mention Leroy Jenkins around that part, I think.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to think that a Leroy Jenkins reference was in a Duke Nukem game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty hot. It was pretty hot. It was a pretty fresh meme at the time.
Workouts a bucks.
Like, yeah, considering Duke Nukem's like pop culture humor is more has been more like cinema focused. So then to just throw in a meme like that is weird to think about.
Yeah.
Peter looked like he's 50.
That's Dr. Octopus.
For everything.
No, I mean, yeah, that
No,
guy.
I mean, yeah, I know they switched bodies at one point.
What's
No, I mean-
funny is, the original PS4 face actually looked kind of a little more. I prefer the PS4 face, by the way. Like people
Oh, me too, definitely.
People actually complain
Yes.
that the new face looked a little bit too Tom Holland-esque. It looked too younger.
He does. He looks like a baby. He's 15. Shouldn't be up here doing this kind of stuff.
He's not older Spidey. He's supposed to be older Spidey.
You have no idea what you're in for.
I mean, honestly, the game's graphics still. I mean, I get this is the remastered version, but like the game still holds up.
It does.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say though, I'm a little disappointed that there isn't like a reference to Spider-Man 2 on the.
All right, we're switching
like-
costumes, everybody.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so for anyone who didn't play Spider-Man 2 on like the PlayStation 2 or the GameCube, wherever the hell you guys played it, I played it on the GameCube because that's all I really had growing up.
Cyborg Spider-Man, Nick. Do Cyborg Spider-Man.
All right.
There's a point.
Also, chat, if you ever have any suggestions for suits, please let me
Let
know.
her speak.
All right.
There's a part where you have to go and fight Mysterio in a convenience store, and well, it's not a fight so much as a One Punch Man reference, and that it takes one punch to knock him out. He's got this whole huge. They give him this like humongous life bar, but he just whacks him once, and he's like down and out for the count.
I know there is one reference to the game here.
By the way, Dave says Peter, but and Dave the Impaler says Peter. But grafting metal testicles to his back seemed like a completely normal endeavor.
Oh my god.
Tentacles, but
I know there is one reference to the Spider-Man 2 game here.
Yeah, I think one of the moves.
No, I mean if there's a pizzeria somewhere in the map, and if you stand next to it, you hear the Pizza Time theme from the Spider-Man 2 game.
Yeah.
it's not the right reference. It's funny because I was watching Call Me Kevin play Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 a little while ago, and he gets to the point he thinks that he doesn't realize it's a convenience store. He thinks it's a flower shop, and so after he's like, "Oh, can't we just go back to that flower shop and I can fight you there?"
I just
Because
want
he
a
got
pizza
one-
pie.
Because he one-shotted Mysterio there. It was pretty funny. But it kind of makes sense though. Like Hidden Beck doesn't really seem like he'd be the most physical type of guy. He relies on like illusions and technology. So it would make sense that he wouldn't be one of Spidey's more physically inclined foes.
Sorry about that.
Taking
Come to
him out
think of
with
it, I
one
could-
hit makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Well, come to think of it, I guess that makes me think of the Joker in the 2004 The Batman cartoon, where he's like that is just like one of the most physical combat focused
Guys.
Jokers out there, while also being like some kind of maniacal mad scientist making all kinds of crazy gadgets.
Guys, we can unlock new suit.
Oh boy! And on that note, I actually have to run and go record another show. But see ya later.
2, 1.
Understand if you didn't.
Wheel of Time. I'll see you
Oh
later.
my god, I knew it. I knew it.
And
Nailed it.
since I didn't get to adequately play this when I was here. All right, see you later. And Nick, Wheel of Time.
Next plane.
Take care, Jared.
Oh my god.
Impressed?
But yeah, no, to continue my Kung Fu Panda thing, if you want a proper conclusion and you don't want to see 3 or 4,
The original.
and really, you know, that's your preference, just watch the Christmas special because it's from the magical man. It's good. It's heartwarming. The warm and fuzzies.
Yeah. Alright, read Dave's comment, please. Wonder Bat. It's what it's at. I remember that. Okay, this isn't wrong that I knew exactly what Dave was going for.
Beat you, you ran away. Conclusion, you lose.
Not yet. You'll find other challenges around the city. Once I've seen what you can do, we'll talk about round 2.
I refuse to
Oh,
play
man.
the newer version.
I just realized something.
Hey, Miles.
Noticing, like, Dave's comment here. Grafting metal tentacles on his back seemed like a completely normal endeavor. Let's check in on Dr. Connors. He's doing something with lizards. Hopefully that goes better.
Chat, you are up to your usual excellence. Bravo.
You know, okay, but for real though, Dave, in the Marvel Universe, it probably is just a normal endeavor.
I got you that job. I'd hate for you to keep
Let's
doing
be real
everything
here.
wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing Martin Lee did is their fault. They need help.
We have Doctor Strange and the Avengers and the Fantastic Four all living in the same city. I'm sure the people
I know we
would see a guy with tentacles on his back and be like, yeah, this
I'm proud of you too. Anytime you want to talk, just
is just Tuesday.
Dude's just a Mr. Fantastic wannabe.
Oh my god. That's a stretch, bro. That's a stretch.
It's kind of funny. I really like this game. Watching Jacksepticeye play it. But when the second game came out and he played it, I had no desire to watch it. I kind of just knew instinctually I wasn't gonna like it.
Well, that's because Sweet Baby got their tentacles into it.
This lab monitors the health
Yeah,
of marine
not the
life.
fun kind of tentacles that make you rampage around a city.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction than that.
They are not something any living creature should.
Sometimes I just want a little time to rampage a city without bearing the consequences. Alright? Blame it on my tentacles. My robotic
Ooh,
tentacles.
sounds like Prototype.
Antibacterial spray in the lab.
Yeah, Prototype's great with that. You can destroy the city with your tentacles.
I am not saying a word.
First step.
I was referencing the Spider-Man 2 movie, but that's also a very valid reference. It wasn't me, it was the tentacles. They
Wait,
got
I guess
my
you could also
brain.
do something like that with Web of Shadows, right?
Just call me your friendly
I've never seen it. Never played it. I can't comment.
I should try.
Smarter than some of the guys I usually fight.
Wait, are you telling me Spider-Man can't swim in this game either?
I guess
Oh,
he'll
no, he
short
can't.
circuit.
Hey, Laser Lips, your mother was a snowblower.
Kind of funny that in the Spider-Man 2 game, he can't swim. And the game will just, like,
I mean,
shoot you out
okay,
of the
he can
water.
swim. He can swim. Just rather slowly.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the older game, though, he can't swim.
Yeah.
And it never says why. It's just, Peter Parker is not a good swimmer, I guess. He never learned.
Yeah.
Now I kind of get why all those kids made fun of him back in high school. He is kind of a loser. If you can't swim, you get nothing.
Now that it's clear,
Especially in New York. You're surrounded, the majority of where you are is surrounded by water, Peter. People on boats need your help too, man.
Far and wide. Gotta cover a wide area.
It's actually kind of funny because in the game he does quip about that too. This looks like a job for a superhero who can swim, but none are available, so I guess I'll have to step in.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh great, thanks, but how do I jump from here to there? That boat is very far out on the water, so I guess they're just gonna die because I can't reach it. The game will not physically let me reach it.
There's another area I need to hit.
Black Reaper Kai happens to mention that Web of Shadows is the best Spider-Man game still.
I never actually played that one. I need to though.
I have a PS3 copy, but I haven't started it up.
I need to play it,
More
honestly.
barrels. Definitely the source.
Yeah,
of
with how
bacteria.
much of a lull there's been in, like, AAA stuff that's pro-consumer, there's now a lot more time to catch up on backlogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have a backlog on my GameCube, for crying out loud.
The backlog is undefeated. It always will be.
Something I was gonna mention in the Friday Night Frenzy when we were talking about our experiences with the era of gaming.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1. Nobody else mentioned it, but I want to mention it. The Carnage Dr. Octopus creature. That gave me nightmares as a kid. And I didn't even play the game. My older brother played it. I watched him.
Wait, what do you mean Spider-Man 1? Which Spider-Man 1?
On PS1?
Oh,
yeah,
the Activision one. Okay.
Yeah,
not the movie tie-in.
Which, by the way,
great game.
The movie tie-in was basically just a retread of the PS1 games.
Yeah. We're all in agreement.
Yeah, the movie tie-in was good, but like,
this is why I never had
one of my favorite things is like, so you could actually play as Mary Jane as one of the costumes. But here's the problem: at the end of that game, you kiss Mary Jane. So they inadvertently created a lesbian kiss at the end of the game, and it caused controversy.
Okay, time to
a lesbian self-cessed kiss.
And make sure they're cured.
Oh, oh my God, Nyx is just like
What kind of shipping is this? How do I ship?
No, it's more of a. How would it work? Is this like a alternate universe Mary Jane?
I don't know.
We're just gonna go with that. You know what? It's Marvel. We'll go with alternate universe Mary Jane.
Time travel.
But yeah, watching my older brother get chased by the Carnage Ock.
Yeah, apparently, according to Black Reaper Kai, I'm missing out on Peak. I've played both prototypes, so I guess I have some idea what it must be like.
Yeah, honestly, I probably will do a Web of Shadows playthrough at some point. It'll probably be like a blind playthrough, because I've never actually, played it, so.
Actually, I guess kind of think of it, they kind of just fused Infamous and Prototype together and then put Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, can you catch up on the messages, please?
Well, Dave here's in Neversoft. The Tony Hawk developers did the first Spider-Man PS1
The first
game.
two, actually.
I definitely know. You're a good man, Howard.
Anytime you want to stop by and see the family.
So yeah, we got Spider-Man on PS1, we got Spider-Man on PS2, we got Spider-Man on PS4. There never was a Spider-Man on PS3, was there?
Oh, there's plenty of
Spider-Man.
There was a
No, I mean like there's a game called Spider-Man on the PS1. There's a game called Spider-Man on the PS2, and there's a game called Spider-Man on the PS4. But there wasn't. But that didn't happen on PS3, did it?
Yeah.
Just called Spider-Man.
No. I think Spider-Man 3 was. They had the first three. Oh my God! I need to. If I ever get like a PS3 emulator up and running, I need to do. What is the one with like the really funny cutscenes, like QuickTime events or whatever?
Oh wait, do you mean like do you mean like with the whole "I'm going to die" thing?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I think that's Spider-Man 3.
Oh my God! I need to do a playthrough of that on stream. That would be so funny.
For you, it's really cool. There was actually, wait, I'm not sure if it was leaked or not, or if it was just given to some particular YouTuber who showed it off. But apparently, the build to the canceled Spider-Man 4 tie-in game is out there somewhere.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that when it leaked. That was like 5 or so years ago, I think.
Absolutely fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
If the Spider-Man 4 movie actually happens, they need to put it back into production because it looks so cool.
Time to ruin welcome home party.
Like if you just look at like what every thing says. Oh,
make sure that nap time.
There's whatever. Sorry, but yeah, the Enter Electra sequel, and then
Should have brought a sandwich.
can you read Dave the Impaler's comment, please?
Spider-Man game Split with 2099 was a good one. Ultimate Spider-Man was good too. Oh yeah, Split with 2099. Edge of Time.
Yeah.
See a lot of people citing that one as their favorite. Like it kind of jumbles around between like what, 2 Web of Shadows, Ultimate, and Edge of Time are like the quadfecta or something.
Sounds about right.
All on my Twitter timeline, I see people posting about the new Princess Peach merch in the game. And I'm here like, dang, I got none of that. That makes me sad. Excuse me, I'm gonna go play Simon and Garfunkel's Hello Darkness.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Cry for a little bit.
Ooh, that was nice. Nice job.
Whoa, you know, something I didn't think about. You look at the costume here, like, whoa, how'd we get Miles Morales this early?
Sweet dreams.
I see him! Cover me! Oh no! I'll teach you some respect!
Alright, I am awesome.
That's it? I've seen people fight harder over a new smartphone.
Oh my god.
The drives aren't damaged. Perfect. Now I just need to return this to the Hell's Kitchen precinct.
The Hell's Kitchen precinct. Oh my god.
Wish I could see Willie's face when he finds out
So do you
about
think
this.
we'll see Daredevil
I'll
in
bet
this
he chokes
universe?
on his prison Bordeaux.
That'd be cool.
Like, we know he exists. We know Daredevil exists because there is a Nelson and Murdoch card here. So we know he exists in this universe.
And, I forget the name, but like Doctor Strange's building?
Yeah, the Sanctum Sanctorium exists. And obviously Avengers Tower. See,
yeah.
Remember the speculation that the Avengers game from Square was going to tie into it? Because Spider-Man makes a crack like, oh, they're in San Francisco. And the Avengers game, they're Avengers in San Francisco.
Can't have shared universe. It's sad.
No. What's crazy is even the Sony exclusive Spider-Man DLC was just independent. Like, it wasn't...
Fisk isn't going anywhere. I've got the missing drives.
Wait a second.
I've also heard something about how apparently there was like once a plan to put the Fisk Tower where Trump Tower is supposed to be.
That's a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably why they... Yeah, maybe let's not go there.
Hey, a little overkill, don't you think?
I'm genuinely sick of seeing Trump's face in the comics as they're trying to make allegories to him, and
Or like
yeah,
the Modok
that is a bit much.
it's just the man's living rent free in y'all's head.
Everywhere I
Don't give
go,
him that
I see
power.
his face.
Literally.
Because I won't stop printing it. I want to be left alone.
They're throwing everything they've got at us.
Someone better make that meme. The original format. Come on, get to it. So I pin it to my page and never let it down.
Maybe night.
Like, he's been, like, I don't know, it's just so stupid. I'm not even American and I'm sick of seeing his face everywhere.
Well, to be fair, you have Trudeau, so, like, you know.
Yeah, I have enough to deal with, guys. Think about me and my feelings.
You have Mr. Blackface.
Yeah.
Alright, Dave's got a comment for you.
Alrighty.
Mobsters carpooling?
FNT crew, Miles Morales is Miles Morales, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, Disney wins lawsuit against Steve Ditko estate. Disney, we agree.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, you got Ben Reilly, who's an actual clone of Peter Parker, and Silk, who's bitten by the same spider as Peter Parker, and even they get to have more of their own identity.
Yeah, well, nobody's ever called Ben Reilly Spider-Man. He took up the identity very, very briefly.
Yeah.
But it's always been like, what was he called for? Scarlet Spider or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think that's his Spider Sonar or whatever.
Yeah.
Weird that
like,
everyone just keeps calling him Ben Riley more anyway, for some reason.
yeah, well, Ben Riley is more memorable.
Or Spider-Man 2099, kind of thing.
Legit. Like, I've never heard anyone call Miguel Spider-Man. Unless it's in-universe, which makes sense in-universe because Peter Parker isn't around in that universe. So, for them, it's just Spider-Man. And you know what? I think I don't understand why everyone's so against the idea of Miles forging his own Spider identity.
Yeah, like Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, I've been throwing around the
Spider-Gwen
name.
has more of an...
Yeah, I've been throwing around the name Shadow Spider.
That makes sense.
He does do a bit of stealth. Yeah, he does do a bit of stealth stuff anyway, but then there's also the idea that, like, he's been stapled to Peter's shadow so much, it'd be awesome if he'd be like, I'm tired of putting myself in someone else's shadow. I want to cast my own, and then he becomes Shadow Spider. That'd be so cool.
So you're saying that Miles...
Yes!
So you're saying that Miles is Nightwing.
Appreciated, officer.
Basically.
That seems a little odd to me, because, like, Nightwing was never, like, called Batboy. He was called Robin. He had his own identity already.
Oh my god, that
Yeah,
reminds me
pretty
of Batman Forever. What should I be called? Batboy? Nightwing? What do you think is a good superhero name? I'm
Those
sorry.
are like on opposite ends of the spectrum. Just, he shot them both out there immediately.
I'm sorry. It's like...
It's just... And you know what? I don't hate Miles as a character. I want to like him. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, Black Urbakai is like Black Arachnid.
Arachnid.
Kid Flash.
I think, like, yeah, Arachnid Kid seems to be, like, one of the sub-names that kind of gets used a little, but just hasn't, nothing's really stuck.
He's Spider-Boy.
Actually, come to think of it, I do remember, like, when Spider-Man was in early production, I think it was, like, Stan Lee's editor kept insisting he should be he should be called Spider-Lad.
Ew.
What?
Yeah, because, like,
Ew.
this was a time when like all the superheroes were adults and teenagers were always sidekicks, and it just seemed so foreign, so alien at the time to have a teenage solo superhero with "man" in his name, and Stan Lee's editor just thought this was just too ridiculous, too crazy to work, and no one would want that.
If Stan Lee didn't stand up and smack him over the head for that asinine suggestion.
Oh my god.
Also, I think this editor was also saying that, like, nobody wants a superhero who has real relatable problems.
Yes, we do.
I mean, Stan Lee literally built Marvel Comics off of that premise.
I'm sorry, was this editor an alien from outer space who never interacted with human beings before?
Maybe I will.
Alright, Dave's got another comment for you.
Suitcases, just uninterrupted sleep.
Oh, you are a party animal. But hey, whatever floats your cruise ship. Or doesn't.
You taking it, love, or should I?
You take it, Nyx. You
Okey
take it hard.
Yep, the big push for making Miles Morales Spider-Man was so Disney could have their own marquee Spider-Man, not have to pay Ditko the state. But they don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Peter's back on the menu.
So what I'm hearing is that Disney really freaking sucks.
Spider-Man.
In other news, Walter.
I mean, I kind of knew that for over a decade.
This is Ethan Albright,
Yeah.
biochem TA.
But while we're on the subject of black superheroes, and especially ones that kind of have electric powers, because let's be honest, Miles does have some variation of electric powers.
Thanks.
Do you want to know why that's a whole kind of subgenre of superheroes?
Find this location.
I remember seeing some kind of video documentary about how that kind of snowballed into place.
Oh, you let the black people have all black superheroes are electric?
Yeah, you want to know why that is? Apparently, and this is something I heard from another YouTuber, I'm pretty sure it was like Casual Comics or something.
Oh.
It was because of Black Lightning.
There could be corrupted walking time bombs all over Manhattan.
Oh,
There are no elevated train tracks south of the university.
Oh, look at this! I wonder what this is.
Such a strange building.
Oh, I need someone to look up the quest, TikTok. Not the one you're thinking of.
I'll do it, but if this puts anything weird on my phone, I'm gonna cry.
Hickory Dickory Dock?
But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do the Tombstone quest. Yeah, TikTok is,
Wrong way. I should go north.
Go north. Alright.
What? I thought it was going east.
I want to go west.
North.
I am going north.
Spider-Man is... Okay.
Sorry.
Did you find... Yeah. Okay, you found...
Could mean Harlem.
Yeah, I'm looking for the thing in the picture.
Do you want me to tell you approximately where it will be, or
yes,
no?
please.
Alright, so... It's... East Harlem.
Okay, so I gotta go to Hell's Kitchen, Central Park. Oh, I gotta go. Yep. I got a ways to swing. So, anyone guys any topics they want to talk about while I swing?
Well, I was gonna continue my little Black Lightning story, but...
Alright, yeah, go ahead, please.
So, basically, we all know who Black Lightning is as a character, right? Kind of underutilized, but, like, he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of funny thing is that a lot of the black superhero characters with lightning powers came from the fact that people wanted to use Black Lightning and couldn't due to legal stuff.
That's like
money stuff.
That's like in Static Shock, where the reason they had soul power in the show is they wanted to use Black Lightning, but they couldn't, so they created soul power.
I'm used to
oh my god! Our image.
Yeah, basically, yeah, situations like that pretty much kept happening over and over again for one reason or another. It was really weird.
So people were like, okay, well, if I can't use Black Lightning, fine. Gonna make my own then.
With blackjack and hookers.
And they did.
Yeah, I think it's like some cases, they got partway through, but then had to change it mid-development.
So it's not some whole big conspiracy like the Twitter nuts will tell you. It's literally just, we want to use Black Lightning, we couldn't, we'll make our own.
Huh.
That's it. That's all. And I've heard so many people on Twitter and other websites be like, oh, it's some kind of racist propaganda, it's a conspiracy, yada yada. No. It's just a matter of, I want to use this character, you can't use this character. Okay, I'll make my own character.
Train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU.
Simple as that. Which makes sense, because when you use a character that isn't yours, typically in a story, you've got to pay fees, or there's got to be legal
or
shenanigans.
sometimes even when you're in literally your DC company, some character like the Bat Embargo or whatever.
Yeah, or the Bat Embargo, because that was a whole thing.
Oh yeah, like I feel like in the Batman, if they probably them not being allowed to use Two-Face, I feel like is probably why they went with Black Mask.
Well, that's exactly the reason.
Yeah, also...
Or similarly, stuff with, like, let's see, did the Invincible show catch up with that point with that multiverse bit in the comics where he, like, runs into Batman and Spider-Man yet?
I have no idea, I don't think so.
I haven't heard anyone bring it up, so I guess not. But, like, I imagine they're probably going to have to go with XBs in that.
There's an episode in season 4, I think, of the Batman where they were going to bring in Scarecrow, and they had a design ready and everything, but they couldn't use him.
Oh man, he would have been awesome there.
And they went with Hugo Strange instead because of he was going to appear in the Batman movie of the time, which was, I think, the one where Joker appeared. But to be fair, Scarecrow only shows up for like
The Scarecrow's
a
actually in the entire Christopher Nolan trilogy. He's just kind of this
He is.
extra secondary villain
mean,
in
when
the
you have-
background for
when you
all
have-
of them.
when you have-
It's really weird.
I mean, when you have access to Cillian Murphy, you kind of want to use him.
Lee corrupted a lot of people
That's
at the
true.
Halloween party.
Cillian
But they
Murphy is
wasted
like
his
one of the.
talent.
He is one of the greatest actors of our generation, hands down. But also to answer Daisy Impaler, it's like, why isn't there a blackjack, like a blackjack and hookers hero? So fun fact, when I was creating the Phoenix Press back in 2019, it was kind of a result of like I was with a different company, and then I left the company kind of due to like blah blah blah. Not gonna actually give you the reason, but for a second there, my marching order was like, I'm gonna create my own company with blackjack and hookers. For like a split second, I thought about naming my company Blackjack and Hookers Comics.
Door's locked.
But
no time to be polite about it.
But then I thought, that doesn't sound like it would probably work.
It wouldn't probably fly.
Yeah, so I went with the Phoenix Press instead.
Yeah, that sounds like something that'll fly.
I hate you so much. So yeah, the reason I went with the Phoenix is the rebirth, because like
because you burned all those bridges and burned everything to the ground and then built something out of the ashes, right?
I mean, more or less, because like I was with this company for like 10 years. The guy who owned it, I still consider to be my mentor.
Ooh.
And we had a falling out, and we still haven't recovered. And it's so basically I left this company and I got the right to my P's. And it's just, it was kind of upsetting. So I had to like start all over. So I created, the Phoenix Press. And that's why I always say the tagline for the Phoenix Press is "We are reborn."
Neat little backstory moment.
Yeah. Also, read Dave's comment, please.
Alright, but first I want to say, Spider-Man during that whole conversation looked like he really needed the toilet.
maybe Yuri Lowenthal had to use the bathroom, but they wouldn't let him.
Cillian Murphy would actually make an even more comic-textured Scarecrow today. He has a more gaunt look now.
Yeah.
Phoenix Hooker would have been a great name for a hero too.
Dave, no.
Jesus, Dave, maybe you should go make your own comics. You got so many great names,
Yeah,
man.
why don't you just create your own comic company with blackjack and hookers? Like, you want to create blackjack and hooker comics? There you go. Take the name. I'm not using it.
But yeah, then you think about like the Scarecrow at the beginning and the end of the Arkham trilogy, and he feels like a completely different character. He's like a total red Oni in Asylum, and then a total blue Oni in Night.
Huh. To be fair, he's only like in like one scene in Night.
I wonder why they gave him a specific look for only one episode in the animated series, and then immediately changed it.
I don't know. They gave a lot of characters redesigns for the new Batman Adventures.
Yeah, everyone ended up getting changed all at once.
Kind of funny how.
And I'm not really sure why.
I think it was because they switched to the Kids WB, and like they wanted to kidify it a little bit more. Because technically, B-Tab...
They wanted to... Did you see the Scarecrow? He's absolutely horrifying in the redesign.
He kind of is, yeah.
I'm not saying they did a good job.
Kind of funny, though. They talk a lot about the redesigns, from what I've seen other people talk about in the DVD commentary section. But for some reason, they leave out the reasoning behind talking about the Joker's redesign, which is smart on their part, I'll admit.
Gotta hurry.
Because it was the worst redesign.
Now I can catch the drone. Could have done better.
But you know.
Oh my god, Dave, why are you doing this to me like a phoenix rising out of a mountain of cocaine? Ugh. Why does the stream always go to hell after Jared leaves?
Did it?
It seems like it always... I'm not complaining. I'm just commenting on an observation. Seems like every time after Jared leaves, the stream goes hog wild. I don't know. I guess it's while the cat's away, the mice will play, I guess.
You know what's crazy to think? The Joker, the classic Joker, when he appears in the flashback to Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, they pretty much just pulled his design straight out of Static Shock.
That's probably... Yeah. I mean, you gotta think about it. They're probably the model sheet that was most current, if you think about it.
Probably.
Just weird to think about it like that. Like, yeah, he had his design in animated series. They redesigned him in New Batman Adventures. Then they kind of had a kind of hybrid best of both worlds for when he appears in Static Shock. I guess just getting rid of the orange, making him look less warm, I guess. And then that gets brought over to Batman Beyond.
And if you think about it, the design from Static Shock is the one they used for Justice League.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they never bothered
to be fair.
Oh, wait. Justice League came first then, didn't it?
I think Static Shock might have come first. I don't know.
Let me see here.
Kind of funny to me that people on Twitter like call me racist for whatever I say that they don't agree with. But, like, the funniest thing, for the majority of my young life, I always assumed, up until an episode of Duck Dodgers, and I'm going somewhere with this, that Green Lantern was black, and it was just John Stewart. It was my not really grandfather anymore, because he's a terrible, terrible person, but my grandmother's second husband told me, well, no, the Green Lantern's more like a league of space cops. There's more than one. And this guy, the white guy, Hal Jordan, he was the original, sort of. Like, he didn't tell me about, like, Alan Slaughter thing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because, well, you know, I was, like, 5 or 6 maybe at the time.
Yeah.
And that would have just confused my little kid brain. But I think he knew it. But, like, I literally looked at him while we were watching an episode of Duck Dodgers, and they have Hal Jordan come out. And I was like, who is this guy? And he's like, oh, he's the Green Lantern. I was like, no, he's not. The Green Lantern's black.
So you want to know, like, the craziest crossover I've ever seen? So I was watching this clip of, like, Muppets, like, Pigs in Space. And it was a Doctor Who crossover, like it was a stage production. And they had David Tennant come out as his doctor and, like, do a little bit with the Muppets. It's like... Oh!
That's adorable.
I mean, David Tennant, come on. You know he'd be up for that. It's like,
yeah.
Wait, I get to play Doctor Who again? Sign me up. You know David Tennant never turns down an opportunity to play the Doctor again.
And why would he?
Yeah.
Helps improve GPS on Oscorp tech, which
but, like,
Dad wanted.
2 of my biggest cartoon heroes was John Stewart. Actually, I'm gonna name 3 of my biggest heroes as a kid. Storm from the Evolution version of the X-Men, where they're all in, like, high school. I loved her to pieces. She was that motherly, kind figure that everyone needed in their life at some point or another. John Stewart,
that's where I'll need to drop this one.
Because he was, you know, something about him really stuck out to me in his more focused episodes about what kind of a person he was, and I kind of wanted to grow up to be a bit more like him. And Static Shock. Well, Static.
Yeah.
Virgil's a good kid, and honestly, I loved watching Static Shock when I was a kid, though nowadays I'm like, why did they call it Static Shock? His superhero name isn't Static Shock, it's just Static. They call him Static Shock in the theme song, why isn't he called Static Shock in the show then?
I don't know, I guess they wanted to give a shock to your system.
But yeah, the only complaint I have about Virgil is that that kid has no fashion sense. I hate it.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense since like
I wonder if a kid picked it up and took it home.
static would generally mean something like not moving or completely unable to move, or television noise, or about the weakest possible bit of electrical jolt detectable. None of those really feel appropriate, so I guess.
And Dave, yeah, I agree with you. He probably should have turned. He probably should have turned down those.
Yeah,
those
I
specials.
told the AI to test it in narrow areas, so this pipe makes sense.
He's in too deep, though.
As he's in too deep.
Adding extra shock does seem a little more necessary, I guess. Maybe. I mean, I guess it worked.
Yeah.
Looks like it made it quite a ways.
Spider-Bot, Spider-Dot. Yeah, so what's the craziest?
Actually,
what's the craziest crossover?
one case where there was some. Yeah, like there was definitely a case where like the redesigns later really worked out. I much more prefer Static's like season 3-4 design and the theme song.
Yeah, like when they gave him like the sleeveless outfit or something.
Proximity alarm?
I don't.
You gotta be
What,
kidding me.
that was just one episode when he like went to.
This pigeon's strong.
I think that was Static in Africa.
Yeah,
he goes to
Went
Africa.
sleeveless just because it was really hot.
Yeah, that's when he teamed up with. I think
He teamed up with Anansi.
Its nest.
Anansi. Let's make sure we pronounce that correctly here.
Maniac. Now that I know where they both are, time to mount a rescue mission. Harry really did me a solid.
I'm gonna say something a little controversial, and I know people are gonna hate me for this, but
Alright, I have my cancel button ready.
Before I can send them back out into the
I
world.
don't like the redesigns in the new adventures of Batman and Robin. I prefer Batman the Animated Series 100%.
To be fair, Nyx, that's not really.
Not a hot take, I know, but like a lot of people get really up in arms about this kind of thing. Like, it looks nice, and some of the stories are pretty cool, but Batman the Animated Series had a lot more heart to it and really got what I think is the perfect Bruce Wayne, the perfect Batman.
Oh, you're not wrong.
So,
Yeah, and I really like it. I do really like its whole gothic noir look, and that's just kind of missing in the new Batman Adventures. They went with this more wild look to it.
but not only
Which
that,
I'd say the Batman, when the Batman came along and did something kind of similar, it refined that idea into this more and style that I think handled the idea a little bit.
Well, the Batman is basically just they gave Batman a bit of the 2000s edge makeover.
well, and he's supposed to be younger in the.
But it wasn't even 2000 yet. It was like, what, 1997?
No, I'm talking about the Batman, the cartoon.
Yeah, the Batman came out in like 2002, I think.
4.
If I remember correctly.
4.
4. I was 2 years off. You can give me that, okay?
I give you.
I
Nothing.
told you earlier.
You get nothing. You lose. Good.
That part of
day,
my
man.
childhood all kind of merges together. But I was gonna say it's not just the look of the original Batman the Animated Series, the way they characterized the characters. Like Bruce was warmer to people. He had a lot more heart, and then all of a sudden, in the new adventures of Batman and Robin, he's, and I'm gonna say it, kind of an asshole. A very emotionally distant asshole to everyone.
But okay.
And I hate it.
By the way,
He
guys,
went from that brown coat to a tuxedo with a red tie, was it?
Okay, by the way, guys, you may now refer to me as Spider-Bat.
No.
I am Spider-Batman.
It's never gonna catch on.
No, I will make it.
We could just call this one Black Widow.
Ha! And yes, Dave is right. The redesigns and changes in art style for the new Batman Adventures were a complete downgrade, aside from the Scarecrow and Bane.
Yeah, there we go.
I kind of like Bane's original look. I mean...
Well, actually, kind of think of it, looks like Harley Quinn didn't change at all.
She kind of did. They made her look a little younger. I don't like that they gave Selena white skin when she's Catwoman. And
That makes no sense.
No, but like they bleached her skin. Like you'd swear she fell in the same chemicals as the Joker.
That is weird.
And Poison Ivy as well.
Yeah, and Poison Ivy. Like maybe it's supposed to be a dark green, but it always looked black to me. Like she's wearing black lipstick, black costume, and she's got that white dead skin. At least on Harley, you know it's makeup because you see her with a normal skin color when she's out of costume.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like, like I get that it might have been a bit more difficult or consuming to like animate the original art style, but I vastly prefer it, even at its worst, because it had so much charm and character to it. And Robin's Reckoning, Part 1 specifically, that's Bruce Wayne and Dick's relationship right there. That's who they.
Pretty much.
The broken man trying to help a broken child regain some semblance of normalcy in the only way he really knows how. Which is not a great way, I'll admit, but let's be honest, it's a comic book show. Comics are allowed to be
or you know what's particularly strange is Killer Croc. Like they make him way more crocodile in the redesign.
Yeah, he goes from gray to green.
Yeah, where before I was like, okay, if I squint, I can kind of see someone being born in this out of the ordinary way that seems a little unusual, and then he eventually picks up the name Killer Croc. But in the redesign, it's like, yeah, well, what else were you gonna call him? It's just so much more literal. And then they go all the way with that into the Batman, where he just straight up has a tail and webbed appendages and a long snout and everything.
I'm gonna say this too. No hate on Tara Strong, but I like Barbara's original voice actress just a little bit better. I don't know. She's got like a very kind of unique voice to me that made her sound mature, but still gave her that kind of youthful sound.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I said, no hate on Tara Strong, but the original just, I don't know, sounds better to me. That, and I'm a little sick of hearing Tara's voice everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of happens with, the anime industry likes to cast like the same person for like every role.
Same four people.
I love Johnny Young Bosch, but I don't like hearing him in everything.
Thankfully, I haven't had the misfortune of hearing him in literally everything. I think the only part that I don't really like hearing him in, and it's not because I don't like him as the role, but it would have to be either version of Broly from Dragon Ball. Like, you've got the Z version, or the Super version, which is technically canon.
I'm sorry, but the only person who is allowed to voice Broly is Vic Mignogna.
Exactly! Like, Vic?
Yes!
Vic almost lost his voice doing the original Broly's voice. He put so much love and care into his performance.
More dudes, more drugs.
You know what's funny to...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You know what's funny to think, though? He's the one who sings the English dubbed theme song for Dragon Ball Z Kai, and it's just funny to think that, yeah, the voice of a, at the time, non-canon villain sings this bright, warm theme song before the villain would eventually become canon. It's just this... It's just kind of funny to think about listening to the theme song in retrospect, how things all turned out.
Like, that's why he has a band called iShine.
Oh yeah, he's a great singer too. Oh my god, he got...
What's really interesting...
That man has the voice of an angel.
What I love is, so you know how, like, the Once a Ranger crossover where they brought back Johnny?
Yeah.
What's funny is, like, in the final battle, there's this point where he says, "Now you've made me mad." it's his voice acting voice. It's just funny here. Like, when did Ichigo become a Power Ranger? Like, when did Vast
Jonathan
Stampede?
Joestar, is that you? Literally, though.
Also, he voices Brock in Pokemon Origins.
Oh my god.
Yes.
He's literally everywhere.
Yes, he is everyone and everything.
He's like Clayface. He could be anyone.
Alright, can you read Dave's comment, please?
The Batman Adventures tie-in comic was great. The art, usually by Ty Templeton, really captured the look of BTAS. I will have to take your word for it, because I have not read the comic. But I will someday, maybe. Possibly,
One day.
if I get around to it. If I get around to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
My poor little ADHD brain is not good with comics, unfortunately.
Yeah, what sucks is, as a kid, I could be reading like 3 or 4 books at a time and be fine. But now it's really hard for me to have the attention span to read anything. It sucks.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny, too, because, like, I don't know, there's something, like, I find fan fiction usually a lot easier to read, and I can go on for, like, chapters and chapters and chapters and chapters, and I'll be fine, you know? But I try to pick up a book, and for some reason, I just don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it.
And I don't know why, because I used to love reading, and I do still love reading. But now, it's like, maybe it's just the way fan fiction is written on the internet. But, like, I don't know. Just sucks.
Yeah, perhaps. My greatest writing achievement, by far, has got to be, so the 4th Harry Potter book, you know, Goblet of Fire, alright?
Yeah.
It's 700...
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Harry?
I just about did. So, it's 734 pages long, alright?
Right.
I read it in 24 hours.
Sick.
My parents had to literally make me stop reading, but I didn't listen.
I'm impressed. And worried. This stuff hits the street and there'll be a huge market for it. With Tombstone as the sole supplier.
Alright, Dave.
Synthesize
Good to see ya.
Wonder if there are any lab supplies in that truck.
Oh.
Bye! Don't get bitten by any more dogs.
Please don't.
Time for some
And if you do,
artisanal
bite them
science.
back. Establish dominance.
Oh my god, Nyx, why?
There.
Actually,
Single
funny,
dose of the counter drug.
funny little story about
Just
me
need to
that not
test it
too
out.
many people know. I've actually been bitten by a dog on the face when I was very young.
Maybe I
Had to
should
get
pay
stitches.
Tombstone a visit at his chop shop.
It sucked.
Alright.
2 out of 10. Do not recommend.
So we're gonna do one more main storyline mission, and then we're gonna call it night.
Oh, but we've been having such a fun night.
We have, but I like to keep these streams at 2 hours. But yeah, this has been fun, guys, and I really appreciate everyone in chat here. You've been really great. Dave, you've been cringy as always. I love you.
Remember, Dave, establish dominance. Bite them back. Life advice. Not life advice. Don't take it.
Also, I just noticed this costume has a gun holster with a gun in it. Spider-Man has a gun!
Peter,
You okay?
I'm getting by.
Yeah, that's something you wouldn't see with Spider-Man do.
These people need help. If I lose a few
Mustard?
hours of sleep, so be it.
I mean, don't dip in the mustard if you can't catch up.
No. But the Martin I know couldn't have done that. Whatever's become of him, that's not the one I want to remember. So,
Does anyone else remember those old
Oh, it's
comics from Marvel
She's,
that were trying to cash in on the
it's
romance
it's
comics
complicated.
craze? of the way back
Oh.
when.
That was in the 50s.
what?
Nick. I mean, come on. Your parents weren't even alive back then.
You guys had rough patches?
Oh, sure. Especially when
No,
we
but
were
my
your
grandparents were.
age. So,
Alright, go ahead. Do the
are you
story.
honest with her? Does she know the real you?
Oh, it's just...
Hey, turn it up.
I don't even
Hear this.
really know what went on in Marvel's head, but
Oh, it never ends.
make a long story short,
Peter?
apparently Aunt May is actually Peter's biological mother.
Oh no, not that one. Not that comic. Please, not that comic. That comic is pure cringe.
You could say it's
Leave a message.
pure trouble.
Hurry, where are you?
Ah,
Don't you dare make it. Don't you dare make it double, Nyx.
And still secure.
haha.
If
I
the
hate you
demons
so
got to
much,
that
Nyx.
truck, this just
No,
means
but
we had to
seriously, that
catastrophe.
comic, those comics really freaking suck, and whoever made them, no, you know what? I'll go even further. Whoever at Marvel had the bright idea to greenlight them, instead of walking over to the dumbass who had the idea in the first place, not only smacking him on the head, but smacking him on the head so hard it gave him more brain damage, or is it cured the brain damage he already had? Because let's be clear here, nobody with half a brain cell would ever think of this. I want to talk to the person who greenlit this. Because what the hell were they thinking? It completely ruins Aunt May, Uncle Ben, as well as Peter's parents. Heck, it just ruins Spider-Man. Like, I don't understand why we can't just have Aunt May and Uncle Ben be the nice older couple that takes care of Peter because his parents aren't around.
Because categorically, Ben and May Parker don't matter, and no one has ever actually, like, no one cares about Peter's parents. Like, they tried to make it a thing, and like they tried to make it a thing in the Amazing films, and it just didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say it right now. Even as a kid, I didn't really question where Peter's parents were. Because for me, growing up with my grandmother and her second husband as my essentially parents, I didn't need to see Peter with his quote-unquote real parents. Ben and May, they were his parents. They're the ones who raised him. They're the ones who loved him. They're the ones who made him who he was as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker.
Essentially, yeah.
That's all you really need for parents, and everyone has this whole big, oh, but blood. No, screw you. Blood means nothing. Blood is just connective DNA tissue from one person to another. What really matters in a family is love.
Yeah.
And that is why families are infinitely better than biological families. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. Good night, everybody. This is where I drop a mic if I had one.
Please don't drop mics. Those things are expensive. Alright.
But seriously, though, like, I get some people you know, were like, well, okay, but where are Peter's parents? And that's valid. Instead of trying to make it some big, oh, they're actually super spies on a very secret, dangerous mission, you could just say they died in a car crash.
Yeah.
That's it, that's all. And you know what? People take it at face value because, yeah, New York traffic really sucks.
Oh, dear
Allegedly,
God.
as far as I'm told. I wouldn't know. Never been to New York. I have never left Canada.
I've been to Canada, so
Like, I've been told New York traffic is terrible, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go with what I was told.
yeah.
Has anyone else heard
So-
reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog?
Alright. So we're gonna cap this off. Thank you, Nyx, for being cringy as usual. Thank you, Lug, for being unbearable as usual. And frick you, Jared. You are the worst scum ever. Wonderbat, Wonderbat, Wonderbat. And remember, I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. Good night, everybody. Alright.